Hey everyone, Colin Ward Music here. When you get a second, please subscribe to the channel. And if you know anybody who needs guitar lessons, I currently have some availability. So what makes the 12-27-97 tube so funky? Well, for the sake of this video, I've broken it up into three different groups. Africa? No, not that Africa. Rhythmic improvisation, and the groove that wouldn't quit. Drawing a parallel to the geographic beginning of all humanity, all music comes from Africa. All American music originates from Africa, specifically the blues, which originated from slaves in the American South, singing in cotton fields, overseen by white plantation owners. Fast forwarding through about 400 years of human suffering and abuse, we enter the 1960s. Jazz continues to peak, rock and roll is in its psychedelic infancy, but a particular genre is also forming: funk. Funk is my favorite genre. As far as musical components go, it's got everything. Here are some legends of funk that I believe are directly responsible for Phish's sound in Tube. The godfather of soul, James Brown, created the DNA for funk, so one could argue that James Brown is the king of funk. Herbie Hancock, a legend in the jazz realm who played with Miles Davis, check out his albums Headhunters and Manchild. Influence from funk music legends Funkadelic and the Meters I also hear deeply ingrained into the music of Phish. Check out basically anything Bootsy Collins plays on the bass, and listen to Look-a-Pie Pie from the Meters. I wanted to mention one of my favorite legends, Nigerian Afrobeat singer, saxophonist, and activist Fela Kuti. I hear so much Afrobeat guitar in Trey's playing on this tube, and that style itself is derived from the James Brown signature funk guitar sound. A simple chord moving maybe one note, but just playing the same rhythm over and over again. And it plays more like a percussion instrument than it does a melodic instrument. For some Phish heads, the rhythmically intelligent grooves spawned from collective funk jamming. This is the end of the road. No amount of perfectly executed You Enjoy Myself composed sections, Type 1 number line or Julius guitar solos, or how well the riff harmonies are landing, compare to the feelings that this jam's quality brings for me personally. This tube is famous for being a stop-start tube, in which the band starts and stops playing while one member is featured for about 4 or 8 bars. I don't know if this particular stop-start tube happened on the fly or was premeditated, but knowing how this band operates, it was likely the former. Trey's holding back from soloing as he usually does in Tube, and Page take the solo, but he's playing the siren effect where he takes his whammy bar pedal, scoops it down an octave or two, and loops it, so that continues on while the band plays. Sometimes it gets out of sync with the band, but it still sounds fine to us Phish heads. Rhythm can best be explained through listening. So let's just listen in to Phish's 12-27-97 tube for a little bit. And then I'll see you on the other side when we get to the groove that couldn't quit. That couldn't quit. And why I call it the groove that couldn't quit is because I just think it's so good. Trey's playing something in E minor, which is slightly odd because the groove is in A minor, but it somehow works. And what's best about this is that Trey has evolved from simple Afrobeat playing to a slightly more complex groove that he takes the same principle and where he just repeats the same thing over and over, invoking it into the stop and start business. And it's just, to me, one of the best pieces of Phish history I've ever heard. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm gonna let the rest of this tube play out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.
inside, an apple or a grape could put forth the cloud of mercury in front of a by a car and a freeway in Los Angeles once the spraying has been done. It's a sport made from necessity. your portrait of your past. There's a mummy in the cabinet. Are there no more arrows left? What's that rubber bottle doing here? How's that napkin for a roof? 10 cents to $1 now for a shelf of pregnant hens. Robert Palmer is applauding again. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube. It's so stupendous living in this tube.